It's exactly 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I believe it's what my time now. It's 6 p.m. West Africa time. Equally, it is 7 p.m. in Nigeria. May I say welcome to the global community of Tiashans. This is Mr. Abundance. And of course, I've seen that there were people here before. Um, I also have my panelists, they're lining up. So today um, we'll be looking at we'll be looking at South Africa featuring the mass adoption program. All right, so we'll do our team song as usual. Then I'll come back to you, Mr. Gat. I see you there. Your deputy is not connected, so let her know she's there, but I cannot access. Oh, let me bring you up. Yeah, I'm saying to you, Mr. Gat, I see your deputy. You need to mute your mic. There's a feedback that is coming through. I'm saying to you, I see your deputy, but she's not connected. So you will have to let her connected. All right. Okay, so we will deal with our theme song. We will deal with our theme song there now. All right. Let me share my screen. Yes, we are featuring South Africa today.
Let me tell you a little story about time. Be your own boss, but now I'm your scratch. Invest still might live like a star. If you want to, tell about it with time. First of all, it's here very simple. Let me make the message better all of my people. Sending you the message from us around the people. If you want that reach, you must sit on the particle. Calling your mind for anywhere, but I stress free. Where all the Chinese for you operator in the east. What she said in the market, she using time. Look at how market really bad, she for using time. One time, one child, we any property. If you want that reach, I recommend you cryptocurrency. One you, one time, good prosperity. Get up for your sleep and make a dream a reality. One child, one time. One you, one time. Yeah, yeah. One time, please. One time, please. Na, na, na. I wanna be rich. 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 Something that's good. Na, na, na,
Darkness, long darkness. Yeah, yeah. Long darkness, more youth, long darkness. All right, welcome again. I see the house is on fire. Let me welcome the panel here. Let me add Mr. Gat. Sorry. Let me first stop share the screen. Let me add you, Mr. Gat. Welcome, sir. How are you, Mr. Gat? Greet the
I'm
house.
fine, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Abundance, for welcoming me, and I'll seize the opportunity to greet all Tiatians around the globe at this time for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you
I
very
greet
much.
everybody this evening.
Yes, we also have Mr. Prince Sithole. Greet the house, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the team and the world at large. Thank you very much for the aid.
Thank you. Please tell your deputy that she needs to connect with the mic cam, the mic and the camera. She has not yet connected, but she's there. So she needs to connect with the mic. That is why she's not coming through. All right. So today, we're looking at the school mass adoption program, which is one of our signature program in TACC. We're looking for the future. I did mention that there are persons who are willing to adopt schools, but they will also need to have something to go about, a picture, a name, a number of students. Those are the information that needs so that we can put it to the forum, and so that individual investors can adopt. You see, so that is very important. So, but I also appreciate the gesture. And Mr. Gat, you can tell me, what is the plan for South Africa school mass adoption? Mr. Gat?
Yeah, thank you, and panelists and community. Yeah, South Africa, as one of the African countries, after our quota had been exhausted, we have decided to launch out now with the entire workforce that we have in the country, in all the 9 provinces, to make sure that we reach out to the youth, those who are in school, those who are within the communities, all over, so that we can bring them to TACC. Notwithstanding that, the other investors that we get hold of, who are willing and who are ready to be part of this wealth transformation, we are also bringing them aboard. So currently, within the 9 provinces, before our lockdown, now that we are at level 4 of COVID regulations, all schools are closed, but we are carrying on within our communities to still bring those learners who are there to TACC. Some we are funding them, some we are giving them to the financiers or the fund who want to fund from overseas. As we have, we are in that currently. So within the 9 provinces, we have KwaZulu-Natal, where my dear brother Stolle is. Then they are also doing very well. There are a series of activities that we have gone through by visiting schools, putting them on board. We have quite a number of activities that we are doing, and the momentum is very high. I must be honest with that. Yes.
Yes, very, very important. All right, so the your assistant is still having the same issue there. So nonetheless, I'm now going to share my screen, and we're going to go through some of the highlights, the photos that was sent in over the period. So now I think you can still comment. I don't know where this is in South Africa. It says KZN province. Huh?
Yeah. This is, yes, 9 provinces all. We have Gauteng province. We call it Gauteng province because it starts with GAU, but it's Gauteng province. Then
which one? This one.
The main
I'm talking about the One moment. I'm
No,
talking about the KZN. This is a province, correct?
okay. And yes, yes, there's
All
a
right.
province. That is KwaZulu Natal province. KwaZulu Natal
Okay.
province. It with writing
Okay.
KZN.
Excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
those
All right.
are some school children with mass adoption. They visited the schools and they are busy with their the mass adoption. Those are some of the pictures. Those in the green, the TACC t-shirts are some of the leaders that you see over there in KZN. Yes, still in KZN. Yes, this is also KZN. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
And I believe
KZN
this,
still.
this is the same
Yes.
thing. All right.
Yeah, this is still KZN team, the leaders over the province. Yes. I think,
So
oh my God. Yeah.
what am I seeing here?
Yeah, this is good. Yes, this is if you play the video, this is a school, the school we have adopted in Eastern Cape. We move away from KZN now to the Eastern Cape. This is a school we have adopted. They are in the morning when we are addressing them for tech in the morning. This is a school where we had the official launch of tech. It was a special day. What you see here is a candlelight. I am the one there with the little girl. That is my daughter. She lightened the big candle you see with blended with tech. Those learners there light the candle with a small one, and we raise it up to say tech has come to lighten the world. That is part of our ceremony on that very day. Yes. So this is the school where those activities are taking place in the Eastern Cape, and that is the very school that we have adopted. Yes. Yeah. This is Houghton. This is a school in Houghton. Yes. Yes, this is Houghton now. Houghton province. The provincial coordinator there had branded his car. He put a poster on it and moving from school to school and propagating nothing but the opportunity for tech and learners or students on board. That is what you see there. That is his car. And then what is this? Yes, this is KZN.
Okay, I know that you did send through some video. I think I may have downloaded one and two. Let me see. Of the videos you sent in. I'm not even too sure. Let me see. This could be one of them here. Let me see.
This is on that occasion where we are launching TACC. That is the sitting due to public regulations. We have to do it in the open space. So we are the video. Yeah.
So this is where
that is how the learners were sitting on that day. Yeah. Still the momentum on that day. Some of the TACC officials going around what preparations were going on for the day, for the commencement of the launch, official launch for TACC on that day.
Okay.
I think there are other videos. Yes.
The other videos.
I think this is from that picture is from Houghton, I think. Yeah. And some of the
Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So I
That
think
is
that was
the provincial coordinator as part of
uh,
the program, giving the background of what is going to happen. Yes. Hmm.
okay. I think you saw that one already. All right. So I think those were the three. This is the fourth, I think. No, I think.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I think we have exhausted those ones. All those videos.
Yeah.
Yes, all of them has been exhausted now. hmm Let me see if I'm missing anything, just to make sure. And I think that this person is you now. Hey, Mr. God, this is you, right? Hello. All right. Okay. So this is
Yes,
just a
sir.
recap of what this is just a recap of what we would have
Yes,
shown
I'm the
you.
one, sir.
Yes, we are featuring
That's
South Africa, school mass adoption,
yes.
because we are saying that we are here to
Hmm.
address inequality. We're here to utilize this technology
Yes.
that gave birth in 2009, cryptocurrency powered by blockchain technology, to revolutionize and to also create financial stability. You know, I always said that Bitcoin did not come to solve poverty or to create your infrastructure, to develop your infrastructure. It did not come to eradicate poverty. What it came, Bitcoin, it came to show us that there is another system out, a decentralized system that once you understand, all what it takes is a level of understanding, and you can create as much money as you can think of. And so we're trying to use this technology with a mission to be the alternate financial solution, not only for the banked, but for the unbanked, because there's a lot of us that have bank accounts, but there's nothing in them. And of course, to address inequality, to create economic channels from Africa to the diaspora. And so the abundance community coin, we did not spring up overnight without a mission, without a vision, without a slogan. And this is what we're now doing. Part of our slogan, as you see, we now gone into the adoption of orphanage. So we're in school mass adoption, where our slogan imply one TACC, one child, one youth, one TACC. And so with the school mass adoption, that is what we're now doing. And so for those of you, like I know South Africa, you're very exhausted, your quota. There are persons that are sending monies to sponsor schools. So where are you with that? Where are you with the schools? Have you present any schools names, list of students? Because there are people that wants to adopt. Yes, can you hear? Let me stop share. Yes, can you hear me, Mr. Gat? Oh, I think he's having problem with his mic. Mr.
Yes.
Prince, yes.
Yes,
Sorry.
we have presented about 4 schools, and all the schools are coming from KwaZulu Natal. The other schools, Okay.
Sorry, I think the
Yes, I can hear
network.
you, sir.
Yeah, the network is
No.
bad. You know, South Africa always have that
Hello.
issue. Yeah, South
Can you
Africa
hear
always have.
me, sir?
South Africa, let me remove you from there. South Africa always have issues when it comes to network. I don't know why. When you are basically a tourist destination, and anywhere you have a tourist destination, the internet is normally very well poised. But for some reason, you and the Democratic Republic of Congo always have issues with your internet. I know Nigeria can be challenging, but at the end of the day, they will still get through. All right. All right. So let me go to the comment section as we wind this program down. Welcome. Yes. Welcome to the house. Mr. Francis saying welcome. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, my boss, and the TACC leaders in the South Africa. Together we can to do this. Stephen Fetter. I think where we going? Nigeria. Is Nigeria next now? Nigeria next Sunday we'll be featuring Nigeria. Welcome to our own God sent. Good afternoon, everyone from the USA. Lizzie from the USA. Thank you very much. I want to be. Welcome, Mr. Abundance. TACC is the new sheriff in town. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, all from Antigua, Mr. Luby. Thank you very much. 26 TACC blockchain is a must. Thank you, Mr. Crypto. Good evening, fellow Tiashans. TACC to the world. Thank you very much. Good evening to our anointed CEO, Chief Abundance, and the fellow Tiashans in the house. We want to thank you today. Good evening from Ghana. I salute you all, especially my CEO and Mr. Gat. Arlene Tanis, blessed afternoon to all fellow Tiashan. Lady Tanis from Trinidad. Thank you very much, Trinidad. You're in the house. I am here in Durban. Yes, South Africa. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Notice. That's my brother there. Notice. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the panel, our Global Youth Ambassador there. Thank you very much. Greetings to Mr. Abundance and the panelists. Mr. Gat, you are such a wonderful leader, and Ghana takes inspiration from you. Yes, Mr. Gat, let me add you back up to the stream there. I believe you can still hear me. Good evening, the CEO. Mr. Abundance, the panelists, and all Tiashans. My name is Paul Akpan Udofia, National Executive Coordinator from Nigeria. Yes, Mr. Dofia. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to the global. By the way, Mr. Akpan, Nigeria is next week. So make sure you get all those photos and videos to me, please. Good evening. That's Princess Diana from Antigua, our regional director for the Caribbean. And Stephen Monday. Good evening from Liberia. You're welcome, sir. And Philemon also from Liberia saying good evening. Good evening, Abundance. That is the real deal. All right. I think, Madam, you're here now. I think we can now see you. Greet the house. Lindy Wee. No, unmute yourself. Unmute your mic. You're muted. Unmute yourself. Okay, good now. That's it.
You know, technology for PPTs is not a good thing. Thank you so much. It's definitely an honor and a privilege to be here. Fellow Tiasians from across the globe, it's such a wonderful opportunity to be amongst yourselves. And Mr. I was stuck the whole time trying to unmute and reboot, and it was a mission and a half, but I'm glad that I'm finally here. And
Wow.
I'm honored having Mr. God as our lead ambassador in South Africa, because he's making sure that the flag is flying really high. We have a good leader in him, obviously inspired by yourself. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, Madam, you know, you are the rose between the thorns here now. So
Yes.
tell us now, how is the school mass adoption going on there now?
No, the school adoption is going really well in South Africa. I must indicate that our challenges are a bit different maybe to other countries. Remember,
Okay.
when you have a team, you obviously need to strategize and understand
Mhm.
what are your national strategic plans. So
Mhm.
in South Africa, obviously guided by the epidemic that is currently happening, which is
Yes.
based on evidence, HIV, TB, and COVID-19 is the key issue that we're
Wow.
experiencing right now.
Have mercy.
And the youth of South Africa is currently characterized as the face of HIV and AIDS. So
Wow.
one of the things that we're basically doing, because it's starting from ages 15 to 44, that's where
Mm.
mass new infections are. So when it comes to the actual school children adoption, we're doing well. We are embarking on a mass rollout across all provinces. Like Mr. Gad was showing those nice pictures, we
Mhm.
are doing a lot, and we need to send a deepest appreciation to our leaders, because they are the ones who would go out there. They will even you saw a few pics where we were in a sort of a picnic, sort of an intervention, because we could not access the children at schools. We said no,
Mhm.
children are not only at school. Mr. Ace always tells us, so let's go where they play, get those children. So we're making sure that we're pushing in all angles. And the good thing is we have managed now to have good relationships with the education system. They are bit by bit understanding where we're going with the mission. And the
What
mission
is
is
this?
very clear.
Is this only private? Are we getting into the public school as well, or this is just private schools?
No, 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 Mr. A. Our primary focus is your public schools. That is where our low earning income people are. For private schools, those kids are sorted, they already have trust funds. That is not our priority. We're going to
Wow.
deep rural areas where Mr. Sitole is driving a very massive strategy there. We're also into townships. One of the major schools that we also adopted is Umlazi Comtech at Umlazi, where the biggest pandemic is of HIV
Wow.
and AIDS. So we are
Wow.
looking at the steps, then we drive our strategy to make sure that we're coming with the resolution that our government is failing to do.
Mhm. Okay. Impressive.
Mm.
You know, um, Mr. Gat, where are you now? You have put out a very ambitious number where the school adoption in South Africa is going to be by the end of the year. Where are you in that number now? And where do you see yourself coming out of July? Because I have challenged the
Exactly.
house that we can put at least 500,000 new investors into the program. Where I don't know, have you start look at the orphanage as well? Because that's a new policy I released late last week, that we have already allocated 40 million coins actually from the foundation for charity. So the orphanage is a part of charity. Talk to me about where we are with the school mass adoption, and if there's any charitable organization that have been adopted. Mr. Gat, I think he's having some issues with the mic, with the communication. Let me see.
Yeah, thank Hi, Abinchi. Yes, that is a very high standard. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're actually dragging, but we're hearing you. Somebody's trying to come up there, but the internet is so bad. Yes, Mr. Gat, you can go ahead. We're going to work
Yes,
this down.
on the standard we have set for ourselves. Yeah. We are strategizing to take another look at it in another form, despite the fact that we've been hit hard with a new variant or the
Delta.
We are now variant. At level 4. We are trying to look at it from the other way, see of the orphanages. We have a lot of orphanages. Yes, we have a lot of to that as well. So most Asians are getting ready to move into that arena. Notwithstanding that, we have quite a number of students that we are busy registering, because the point is most of our schools are in the rural where the numbers are, as my deputy was talking about. Yes. Now, what we do is that they don't have email addresses, so we have a team in place that creates email address. So you can go to a school of about 1,500. You have to create email for all of them. So that is the only thing delaying us. Otherwise, if all our learners should have email addresses, by now your table will be flooded with a lot of lists. But we are getting over there. The numbers are coming up. I'm checking on my leadership in all the provinces on daily basis what is happening, and we are getting there. It's our prayer that the lockdown should not take a very long time. We are told it's about 14 days, then we go back to school. But if it doesn't work like that, we have other alternatives to use. Definitely, South Africa will be bringing huge number of people on board. Yes. We can assure you of that. We are working tirelessly around that. Because if we don't do it, nobody is going to do it. And this is the time we have to bring our people out of poverty and give them a better future, especially the youth.
Exactly, because
so we are actually working around it. Though it's a bit slow, but we are sure that we will get a way through.
When this technology came into existence in 2009, had somebody, give our children 1 Bitcoin, at least 10,000 of them, 20,000 of them around the world, give them at least 1 Bitcoin. Today, they wouldn't have to ask their parents for any money. I saw Mr. Cecil Smith. Sir, introduce yourself. Which province you're from?
Good evening, sir. Yes, my name is Cecil Smith. I am from Durban in KZN.
In KZN. All right. So what is happening there? What is happening there? Tell us.
Yes, we are pushing hard for school adoption. On Monday last week, I've been to the Eastern Cape where I was originally born. I visited about 6 schools.
Wow.
Hopefully by the reopening of schools on the 19th, they will respond and confirm when do I start registering their children.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Because you know that the leader has put out to the global community by the end of December, South Africa will have 2 million students registered in the mass adoption. And of course, I gave him my support. I think the idea was for the leaders to adopt. And I tell him, all right, I know his challenge is a big challenge, but Mr. Abundance will back up that challenge. So, but I am allowing you guys to go first. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So I think the numbers are, and also there are persons who are willing to adopt schools as well within the community. And I think there are 4 schools already been submitted. Yes. So we will put them in the forum so that persons can adopt them. All right. So I think Mr. Gatt fell out. I believe his network.
Yes.
There's somebody here by the name of Yamkila Sam Kitty. I'm not too sure. Can you hear us, sir or mom? I'm not too sure who's the person, but the network seems to be a challenge. All right, they dropped out again. Okay, so madam, give us your last word as we bring this program to an end. Tell us what can we expect from South Africa. You know, right now, who's leading in terms of school mass adoption? I think Togo might be leading. Or Ghana right now might be leading in school adoption. I know Nigeria, it has now taken up the slack. So, but I know South Africa, you're in a very good position. So, just in closing, you know, tell us what can we expect from South Africa.
Thank you, Mr. A again. South Africa made a commitment to deliver 2 million school children by end of
Yes.
December.
Yes.
And we are a country that we do not pull back on promises. Whatever we promised, we're definitely going to deliver. And this gentleman right here is one of our key people who make sure that we don't sit around. So we made a pledge, we shall honor it. So Ghana, Nigeria, whoever else think can beat South Africa, they game on, because we're here to deliver.
What a challenge. What a challenge. Mr. Smith, give us your last word, sir.
Yes, sir, I do agree with my leader there, Mrs. Nzuza. I also promise we will do our best to deliver the 2 million school children we promised to deliver.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me just get in these last. I agree to Chief Abundance and the Tiashans in the house, watching from Nigeria. I think I'm having some network slowness. Good morning, Mr. Abundance. Tiashans in the house, greeting from Papua New Guinea. Thank you very much, Papua New Guinea. Good evening, my boss, Mr. Abundance from Julius Kuzuru. Have mercy, Olowali. I didn't give you your name. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the Tiashans. TACC is going uphill. Thank you very much, sir. Can you talk a little bit about long-term vision and goals on TACC usage of the utility coin? All right. Yeah, we can talk about what we want to do. I think our white paper really addresses that question. Yeah, so go back to our mission, our vision, our economic plans, our social programs. Yes, I love it. Marie sent just Madam Cherry. All right, Mr. God, give us your last word, sir. Give us your last word. I think Mr. God, can you hear us? Give us your last word.
All right. Mr. God, what's your last word, sir? Give us your last word. I think my last word to the global community will be that TACC to stay, and if we don't stand us, if we don't get global slaves as we described, there will not be any future. So this is the time we have to fight on and make sure that TACC reaches to everybody on the continent of Africa and in the diaspora. That is the only way out. That
Thank you very much, sir. Somebody's asking about our charitable tokens. Yeah, we have 40 million coins that is set aside for charitable purposes, whether we're looking at disability. A matter of fact, there was a list. I must bring it back. I think Mr. Francis should have that, because he's the one that put it together, I believe. The areas that we'll be looking at when it comes to charity. Orphanage is one of them. Disability is one of them, areas. Also, widows and motherless, fatherless. And there are other areas that qualify for the charitable coins, but I know prominent was the orphanage. Very important. All right. So I just want to thank the leadership here from South Africa. We are well represented in TACC. You are well represented leading in the school mass adoption. I think your goal is the most ambitious in TACC, and I wish countries like Nigeria and Cameroon take up your lead. I know Togo is not too far, but I want to thank you again for your leadership and for your support in bringing TACC to what it should become. But that's what it is. We're not where we should be, but what we shall become if we remain steadfast. And so, with that, I will bring the program to a close by saying that life is a fight for territory. I have not said that for a long time. If we fail to fight for what we want, what we do not want will take over. Life is a fight for territory. If we fail to fight for what we want, what we do not want will take over. With that quote,